change them to you. You're going in and you're changing your outlook. You're changing your mentality to the people in that locker room and the culture that they've created, from the head, from ownership to management to the coaching staff to the star players that are in that locker room that have already won, and they're now bringing you along for the ride and trying to win another one. I think it's provided a new glimmer of hope in his career that he probably felt was fading in Chicago, losing, listless every night. And I think his attitude was lowered to that standard, which was, we're going to lose every single night. And now the standard is, we're going to win every single night, and we're going to compete. And as we know with the Florida Panthers, they're going to drag everybody into the fight every single night. And just knowing and preparing every game that you never know what's going to happen on the ice with them. And the physical side of it, big guy, he needs to use his body, his skating ability, jumping up in the attack, providing offense, and then the way he defends, long stick, mobile, able to cut down the ice in half and really kind of segment the defensive zone and force his man in the corner where he can then create turnovers and use his good stick. So he's been, I think he's been a little bit better, as I mentioned earlier, throughout the course of the playoffs, but I think he's been better maybe than they expected at this stage of him getting there. He didn't get off to a great start when he was in Florida. And, I think it, as we know, it takes a little bit of time to adjust to a new system, new style, and also the compete level that they bring each and every night is going to be a lot different than what he saw in Chicago.
Awesome stuff as always on our show, man. We really appreciate your time. Prongs, thanks for doing this. Enjoy the game. Game 3 tonight, Florida
Thanks, guys.
Panthers.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oilers. That is the one, the only Chris Pronger. One of the best to ever suit up on any blue line.
Yeah. No, he's bang on with a lot of that stuff. I like the part about being 2 feet in front of the crease when you're conducting those battles.
Yeah.
Got to be aware where you are.
Yeah,
Guys
Sam
looking to
Bennett.
fall.
Sam Bennett is such a dirtbag.
It's so funny how it's like if you were a
can't-
parent, you'd be like, "Oh, stop it! We know exactly what you're doing."
You can't win without dirtbags.
No,
And that's why I'm saying that
Right.
I'd like the Leafs to pay him $10 million to do it.
You need a dirtbag in Toronto, Sammy, so badly.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Just like, Florida has 3 UFAs that are kind of dirtbags, and every one the Leafs are just like, could we have one of them?
Please?
Send us a bag of dirt.
How about we sign Jason Spezza instead? Anyways, game time. Instead of at Bet365, visit the app, latest odds, and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. It's 19 plus, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. Pretty surprising line tonight for the hockey game.
Let me guess.
Florida Panthers,
Favorites. Minus 130.
they are minus 140 favorites. The Edmonton Oilers are plus 120 in this hockey game tonight. I'm just going to see what the actual series is at. So it's pretty close. It's minus 105, minus 115, minus 105 for the Oilers, minus 115 for the Florida Panthers. So they think tonight is not necessarily a deciding factor. But, I read this. I had this stat in the lineup here that when a best-of-7 Stanley Cup final is tied 1-1, the winner of Game 3 holds an all-time series record of 23-7. 767 winning percentage.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big number. I know it's historical. I know it doesn't necessarily matter as much, but
No, that matters.
to me, that's a huge number. And I don't know. I just think anytime you can get this version of the Edmonton Oilers as a plus 120 underdog, feels like something you got to take.
I wonder, though, this Hyman thing matters.
It does.
It really
But they've
matters.
scored. They've scored in the game.
No, I know, but he's their guy who falls on the goalie, and he's their guy who punishes
sure,
their D on the
sure.
forecheck.
Fair
And
enough.
like, as the series goes on, they have Kane, they have some guys who do it. Frederick's supposed to do it.
But where is Brown in game 3 to 7 potentially? And where is Kapanen potentially from now to game 7? So those are the kind of question marks, but they just help. It might not be enough. They gotta turn themselves into poor man's Hyman for the Oilers. Can they hit a window? of 7 to 10 days where they're playing out of their minds, because that's what it's going to take.
Yeah. I think Kapanen can. I don't know, he's
a gifted player.
He's got the talent, the ability.
Yes.
I would say over the course of his career, there's been
strength.
frustration that he can't quite be what he can be at his best. I think he's taking care of himself. He's trying to seize an opportunity here. He could be a guy.
And just looking at anytime goal scorers for tonight, been a lot of talk. Maybe we'll play the clip of about Alexander Barkov, such Barkov. 0 points through the first couple games, -4. Of course, Paul Maurice gave a smarmy answer about it.
Smarmed it right up.
But I would give me a Alex Barkov anytime goal tonight at +220. Gets off the schneid and he gets one on home ice. So that's my shot for an anytime goal scorer. And that was Game Time, presented by Bet365. Visit the app with the odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must not be plus Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
Okay, still plenty more on the Real Kipper and Bourne Show. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll talk about a potential three-way trade that the Leafs may not have been involved, Sammy.
Yeah, and I'm also seeing edits on my Twitter account. I have Leafs Latest. It's like an account that just aggregates everything. I mean, I love it because it just really lays everything for me. But today I saw an edit of Mitch Marner in a Florida Panthers uni. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Anyways, we can talk about Marner. If you want.
Also, some news out of Ottawa where their owner, Michael Andlauer, said he won't commit to spending full salary cap, and whether or not this was a good idea or not.
So that's always tough. We're a small market team, he says.
Save it. We're going to break, Sammy. Back for more Real Kipper and Bourne.
Melnick just dropped.
Sammy's itching here, folks. Don't go away. As a reminder, this hour, Real Kipper and Bourne, brought to you by Bet365. Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. All right, we kind of left off on the Ottawa Senators, so let's pick that up, Sammy. Ottawa owner says he won't commit to spending full cap, and that, and I quote, as it stands right now, our cash over cap is higher, which, I mean, I don't know really what that means, but it's not exciting news for the Ottawa Senator fans.
He's saying we're spending more than you think we're spending.
Just lie.
No, don't lie.
Just say, yeah,
don't
we're going to
lie.
spend to the cap.
No.
Don't lie, just spend to the cap.
Don't lie.
Or that.
Don't say anything at all.
No comment? What would you have, if you're his PR
Especially
director?
this guy's involved.
We're doing everything we can to improve the Ottawa Senators. And whatever that means to you, we know what it means to us. And we'll look at everything.
We're not going to spend the money just to spend the money. But if we have the opportunity to put a winning product on the ice, we're not going to not spend to do it.
Million ways.
You guys are good at this. You convinced me.
There's a million ways you can go around it.
Yeah.
But saying that, just will kind of go, didn't we just go through that with the last owner about money and complaining and telling us that we could move? Didn't we go through all that?
I actually don't like we're a small market team more than anything else, where it's like the excitement of the new owner thing was that you're going to run it like a competitive team, try to go up against the big boys. And then when you win and you get in playoffs and you go deep, you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's where the money is.
Well,
you got 3 home games.
Okay, 3's better than what they've had for the last gazillion years.
It's great.
Okay, so it's a start.
Yeah.
Start.
It's a good start, but the problem is the last little while there was, I don't know how the debt got cleaned up. That was not my business, but they accumulated a lot of debt over the last few years, and it sounds like they may have still lost money this year.
So
that's what this is.
When you're talking about paying off
sounds. This is what it sounds to me.
But when he bought the team, would that debt not have been part of what had to get cleared up in the process?